forget to bring you in with the Cali music. What up, y'all? How y'all doing? Welcome back to That Part Talk Show. Happy Thursday, y'all. Hope y'all doing great. Hope y'all doing amazing. I have some great news to share with you guys before we start the show. Well, we were starting the show, but so I don't know if you guys remember on March 9th, I brought in the father of a victim of reckless driving, Rex. They had a hearing for the bill to pass this past Tuesday, and we find out tomorrow whether that bill passes or not to raise the punishment of reckless driving. So big ups to Rex's family, you know what I mean, and everybody that supported this bill. Whether it gets passed or not, the efforts will continue to raise awareness for reckless driving. So I'm putting on a basketball event, which is going to be Vegas entertainers. I'm so excited to announce the lineup for my team representing my sister, and then Rex's team is going to be his brother and the rec team of 17 to 18-year-old kids called the Spurs. So it's going to be really fun, May 20th. Make sure y'all put it in your calendars. I'll be releasing all the information on social media next week as soon as the bill passes. I'm putting it into fruition. And now it'll just be a celebration in honor of my sister and Rex. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. Also, moving forward, there was something else I was going to say. Crap, I forgot. Anyways, so I was walking into Fashion Show Mall, right, which I hardly ever really go to. I've probably been there a handful of times in Vegas because I shop online because I'm lazy like that, like everybody else. So I'm walking through Fashion Show Mall, and I came up on a store, and I was like, ooh, this is cool, this is different. And as I'm looking through the clothes, I'm like, oh, wow, it seems like this stuff is very unique, very, like, customizable and stuff you don't see every day. So, and I love stuff like that. I hate going with the trends. So I asked the lady that was working there, and I was like, hey, what is this? I'm really interested. And it turned out to be her clothing store made by her specifically. And I was like, okay, you blew my mind. I'm intrigued. You have to come on my show. So ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Salena with Essennar Boutique. I'm so excited. How are you?
I'm good.
Her first podcast, so we're breaking her in. So how you feeling today? How you feeling?
Good. I'm excited to be here.
Man.
Super excited.
So before we get started, Quan was already asking you doing an interview, so let's get to know you a little bit more.
The interview before the interview.
Right, the pre-interview behind the scenes. He's already screening you. So let's give a little taste of like where you come from, how'd you get to Vegas, and then let's go into the nitty-gritty of your amazing career.
Yeah, for sure. So I am a Southern California girl.
Hey.
I grew up in San Diego and moved to LA when I was around 10. And then I just moved to Vegas maybe like 6 months ago. So July of last year. So I'm coming up on 1 year here. So I started my store actually in Inglewood, California.
Hey.
That was our first location. We actually opened it right in the heart of the pandemic. Like literally signed the lease on my first commercial space, and that same exact week we went into a state of emergency.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the ink wasn't even dry yet, and it was like the world shut down. So the space just kind of sat vacant for a few months just because it was a really uncertain time, obviously. And then we opened that store, I would say probably in about August of 2020. We did that for a couple years, and then just due to the pandemic and, the uncertainty of the economy, we ended up closing it. And when it was time to reopen, we're like, hey, maybe we should try Vegas. My sister lives here, and she's like, fashion show is the place where you need to be, especially for your brand. It's your demographic. So we checked it out, and here we are today.
Man, and that's so crazy because, they gave you grace during COVID to be able to kind of stop it for a minute and then come back when it was
Yeah, thank goodness. Just because, everyone was just kind of struggling with where to go. The world was on lockdown. And I don't know if you guys experienced that here in Vegas, but California was on a strict lockdown during the pandemic. So, you were on curfew. You could barely go to the grocery store. So, yeah, they definitely gave us a lot of grace for about 4 months. And then when things started slowly getting back to normal, we're like, hey, it might be a good time for us to start just kind of easing our way into this. But the funny thing was that I was pregnant at the time.
Oh, wow.
And my goal was to open the store while I still could physically, right? But with everything that happened, by the time we were ready to open, I'm 8.5 months pregnant.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm hanging clothes, I'm opening boxes, and but I have a really great village, so everyone came and supported me, and they're like, hey, you're not lifting a thing, you're not doing anything. Kind of took the fun out of it, to be honest. That's what I was looking forward to the most, but I had a big old belly, so.
Man, that's crazy. I mean, against, I guess you could say, odds, you still made it happen.
Yeah.
What was the encouragement and the dedication that you have to make this happen? How did this, this career become something that you were really dedicated to do?
So it's funny. So I've actually worked in retail pretty much my entire career. I think I was a store manager by the age of 17. So it was really all that I really knew. And I sort of shifted careers probably around 2013. And in about 2019, I literally started dreaming about working in a store every night. I'd say probably about 3 to 4 nights a week. I'd have a dream about changing mannequins, doing customer service, just being in a retail space. And I'd wake up and tell my husband, like, I dreamt about retail last night. And he'd be like, okay. So a few weeks go by and I'm like, I dreamt about retail again. And he's like, well, do you want to get a job in retail? And I'm like, well, I definitely know that's not what I want to do. So I'm not really sure, what this is on my heart. And, finally he's like, maybe you should open a store of your own. And that had never crossed my mind. So I'm like, maybe that is what my ancestors were trying to tell me. Maybe that is the message that I'm getting. So it was history from there. Once I found the location, I knew how to do everything. So it was just kind of second nature for me.
And how did the actual, designing the items come into play? Because I know that takes a lot, because that's something I wanted to do when I was younger. I really wanted to be in fashion design. But I can't draw for the life of me.
Yeah.
So when I tried to do it, they were like, no, you need to know how to draw and stencil and everything. And I'm like, but I don't know how to do that. And they're like, well, then this isn't the career for you. And I'm like, damn, my life is over. Let me be a DJ. Just kidding. So how did that, because that is a skill and a talent that doesn't just, happen overnight. I mean, you're either born with it or you learn that. How did that come about?
So actually, my mom taught me how to sew when I was 9 years old.
Nice.
And we actually started by making Barbie clothes.
That's so cool.
I had the flyest Barbies on the block. All
before
custom.
Brad.
Yeah, right. Like, you can't get this at Mattel.
Right.
She was like my first Essennar customer before it was an Essennar thing, right? But I was making gowns and all these beautiful things for Barbies, and it was really, really tedious, but that's how I learned.
Especially on Barbies.
Barbies,
They're
yeah.
this big.
She's like a size negative. So,
Right.
So yeah, that was how I taught myself, and how my mom taught me, and then I learned from there. She actually learned in high school, and it's interesting because sewing is such a lost skill.
It really is.
People don't, you learn that in high school, our parents and their generation, they learn that type of stuff, but it's a lost skill, but it really, really came in handy. I'm so glad that she took the time to teach me that, because growing up, it was like, okay, your pants are getting a little too short. Here goes some new shorts, you know? Your
capri.
Right, exactly, some capri pants. So that's really how it started. So my passion for sewing started at a really young age. And when I opened up my store, I honestly was just doing it for fun. I had got a couple of jackets, and I was like, hey, let me throw a few patches on here, just kind of spruce it up a little bit. And I'll never forget, I sat it on a rack because I was in the middle of working on it. And I walked away for a moment, and someone came up like, how much is this?
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, let me figure it out for you. And so she ended up purchasing it. And so I started another one because I'm like, okay, let me just do another one, put it out, sold the same day. And I'm like, okay, this is really kind of taking off a little bit. So that's really how the idea of building your own jacket came about. Because I'm like, oh, it'd be really cool for people to really, you know, be able to partake in this item because everyone's into self-expression, you know. Everyone has a story. Everyone has something that they want to express. So I'm like, it'd be great for people to be able to be a part of the design process. And, you know, now it's just become such a huge thing, like bigger than I ever imagined. So we're actually doing that more and more every day. We're actually moving into the space of manufacturing now. So yeah, we're doing wholesale distribution with our custom pieces.
Look at you. Yeah. Just from a dream. Literally.
A literal dream.
Literally from a dream.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And that's so cool because what caught my attention was first and foremost the customizable jacket. I was like, oh wow, you can customize that?
Yeah.
And then walking in and just seeing, you know, someone like you know what I mean? You look younger, you know, you're ethnic, you're in Vegas, you're a woman,
right.
You know, and you got your own thing. Like, you don't see that every day, you know what I mean? You see it, but it's not common, you know what I mean? So congrats to you, man. That's cool for just taking the initiative and just doing it.
Thank you.
So before we keep going, I want to get into some music because we're always, you know, celebrating independent artists here. And I'm doing a gig with Adrian Marcel later on tonight. So I wanted to play a little bit of his music. So here goes Adrian Marcel, I Got You, End of Time.
You know I'm down to ride for you. Pull up on a nigga slide for you. Know I keep it off safety. Keep it ready, keep it locked for you. You know I give my life for you. Oh God, I die for you. Know that might sound crazy. At the end of the day, you know I got you. You my MIA, everything you way. You gon' roll my weed and take it to the fake. You know what I want, babe. You got what I need, babe. Do it just for me, be my little freak. You my ballerina, plie on the deep. You know what I want, babe. I got what you need, babe. Anytime you need me, I'll be there for you. Only thing against us is the head, boy. Oh, I'm down to ride for you. Pull up on a nigga slide for you. Know I keep it off safety. Keep it ready, keep it locked for you. You know I give my life for you. Oh God, I die for you. Know that might sound crazy. At the end of the day, you know I got you. It's all said and done, we on the run. Would you hold it down for me? Would you keep it a buck? Second to none, always keep me in front. Even pray to God for me for the shit that I've done. Anytime you need me, I'll be there for you. Only thing against us is the headboard. Oh, I'm down to ride for you. Pull up on a nigga slide for you. Know I keep it on safe. Keep it ready, keep it locked for you. You know I give my life for you. Oh God, I die for you. Know that might sound crazy. At the end of the day, you know I got you. At the end of the day, end of the day, you know I got you. End of the day, fuck what they say. You know I got you. End of the day, you still my baby. You know I got you. End of the day, we'll be okay. 'Cause you know I got you.
Hey, there you go. Adrian Marcel tonight. Exotic Circus in Vegas. Come by. DJ Tommy Lynn, DJ Crisco, and myself, DJ Miss V. So, back to Miss Salena. Essennar Boutique. Tell us how the name came from. What's your, you know, motto behind it?
Mm-hmm.
What is your goals behind it? Tell us.
So I get asked this question a lot. What is SNR? What does it mean? So it's actually my initials spelled out.
Oh, nice.
So S.3. Yeah. So I wanted it to have something to do with me, of course, in the name. So I thought that was a really great, like, catchy way to incorporate myself into the name of it. And, you know, our target customer is just the girl who wants to look fly for less. Like, you know, we're all about having affordable fashion, especially on the strip, right? You can easily come to the mall and get an outfit for a few $100s, but, you know, we want to target that customer that's like, I only got a few dollars to spend, but I don't want to look like it, you know? Like, you can get a whole outfit from head to toe for $100 and look amazing. So I'm a frugal shopper, so I wanted my store to cater to customers like me. I like things that look nice, great quality, but you don't have to break the bank to get it.
And they're like unique.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not like things you can find anywhere else.
Yeah.
What type of things do you have there?
So we have a little bit of everything. We have something for everyone, every occasion. Yeah, girl. We got shoes. We have accessories.
Fashion Nova, sorry. I'm with you for a little bit. I gotta move on over, you know.
Yeah, we've got club wear. We have active wear, swimwear, casual wear. Again, something for every occasion. And we actually carry all sizes. So we carry all the way up to 3X. So something for all of our curvy girls as well.
And the skinny ones.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe I would just have to hire you as my fashion designer now then, because I don't want nothing else no more. I don't spend no money on nothing else. And I'm big on that, you know, spending money on you'll never catch me in name brand, you know what I mean, big names and stuff like that, because I just feel like I'm not giving my money to people like that, you know what I mean? So when I come across people like you who are, you know, independent and doing it, you know, for yourself, I feel like that's just so much more worth it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, okay, cool. So, sorry, fellas, there's not a men's line yet.
Yet. Not yet.
So what can the men expect coming up soon?
Something potentially soon. Our custom jackets, however, are all unisex. So we can make those for men. We can make them for children. So those are for everyone. But you guys will possibly see a men's line coming soon from Essennar.
Hey, watch out, man. She hasn't forgot about y'all.
I haven't forgot about
The customized jackets are amazing. We're going to get to it in a little bit. I don't want to spoil the surprise yet. Because, you know, I had to get mine customized too, you know. So we're going to show that later. But what are the goals? What are you trying to do with this? And I mean, you're already getting on a bigger scale. Mm-hmm. What's the next step?
You know, my goal is quite simple. I just want Essennar to be a household name, you know. We're looking to expand, so hopefully we'll have more locations across the U.S. Really trying to take over the online space even more. I think the pandemic has really changed the way that people interact with retail, right? I think a lot of people have just found comfort in shopping from home, but there is still that sort of desire to have that human interaction, and that's what we're all about at Essennar. For anyone that's come into one of our stores, we're a family-owned business, and so you get that vibe when you come in. We treat you like family, we talk to you like family, and we're really all about the experience, because to be honest, you can go anywhere and get your outfit, but when you come to us, we want you to feel like you're shopping with your friend, you know, like you're shopping with your homegirl. I'll tell you if it works. If it doesn't, I'm going to tell you, like, girl, no, that's probably not for you, you know.
We all need that one friend, you know.
I'm that friend.
We all need that one. That's my daughter for me.
Really?
Yeah, I had a conversation with a girl in the club the other day, and she was like, you know, I don't hang out with girls, so I don't really have that friend. And I was like, me neither, but my daughter will not let me step out the house look at anything but something.
Gotta love it.
That was a question. Oh, you said family owned. So is it you, your husband, and your child, or your...
Yeah, so it's myself, my husband, and I actually have 2 children.
So you got another one in the way. Girl, you just...
Yeah, so it's our business, you know.
Nice.
You know, we incorporate the kids, so like, hey, because we really want them to, we want them to take on the spirit of entrepreneurship. We want to show them firsthand, like, this is what you could do, you know, it's attainable, and if this is what you want to do, here's all the fundamentals to be able to do it. So we're really just trying to lead by example.
What do you have them doing? What parts do they get to play in it?
So actually my son, he actually has designed a few of like our custom pieces. Nice. So I've let him like just go on computer and like, hey, what do you think this should look like? Pick the colors, pick the logo, pick the slogan, you know, and he's a teenager. So he's like, you know, he's real hip to what's cool right now. So it's like, I think it should say this. So yeah. He likes it. I think just like it being women's clothing, he kind of shies away from a little bit, but with the custom pieces, because they're unisex, kind of really gets into it.
Nice. So if he goes and becomes a doctor, we were just talking about that earlier, how our kids, we think that they're going to take on what we're doing, and then they go a whole different route.
Yeah. He'll be a fly doctor, though.
Right? Customized. Hey, customized scrubs,
Yeah.
And you have another
I have a daughter, so she's 2. Yeah, she works as well.
What does she
works
do?
as well. She's our greeter.
Nice.
She walks through the mall. She hands out flyers.
Oh, so she's your marketer.
Coupons. Yeah, she's my marketer. She's head of marketing.
Head of marketing.
Yeah.
That's really cool to do, though, because, one, it doesn't take time away from them.
Exactly.
So you're including them as well. What does your husband do?
So he's just like the brains behind a lot of things.
Nice.
He's definitely the numbers guy. So he's like, we're spending a little too much this month, right? He's doing that, and he just got his hand in everything. He's usually my go-to if I need an opinion on like a design or, he's actually getting his feet a little more wet than I think he probably anticipated in this
he's
space.
getting into it,
but
huh?
Yeah, he's getting into it.
So Men's Line is going to be brought to you by him.
Exactly. And the women, they've really been taken to him being there and being present, because women want a man's opinion, especially when they're, getting a dress or something for a special occasion. They want a man's opinion.
Yeah, definitely. And that's cool that everybody's involved and it's a whole family affair.
It's a family affair, yeah.
That's so cool. Aw. So, do you think your daughter's going to be interested in that?
I hope so. I'm definitely eager to teach her how to sew. That's the first thing I want to teach her when she gets of age. And who knows where she's going to take that. She's got a really big creative personality already. So I do imagine that she will be in some sort of artistry. What? I have no idea. But I hope that she wants to follow our lead. But, we'll see.
Nice. And does your mom still get involved?
She does, yeah. Actually, my mom, she'll help with a lot of the alteration stuff, because we do in-house alterations as well. So our tagline is, we will make it fit. So if there's only one left in a large, but you're small and you're in love with it, we're going to make it fit.
Oh, I'm sold. I am so sold. What? Give me a reason why I wouldn't. You know what I mean? You're just making it impossible for somebody to say no. And which is showing in the success that you've had, man, that's so cool. And I'm glad I get to get you right here, right when you're about to explode. You know what I mean? So you guys have seen it right here on That Part Talk Show. Miss Salena, make sure y'all go into the Fashion Show Mall and check this store out. Or you have a website as well?
We do. So we're also online at SNRBoutique.com. And, we like to say if you have a small business, a great way to advertise that is with one of our custom pieces. So we have done that with people putting their logo and their contact information on there. And also other small business owners, if they have a product that they're looking to get in front of people, we embrace that as well. So we actually carry products from other small business owners. So we do have some beauty products from some local businesses. So we're always open to collaborating with other designers and business owners just to give them a platform or a space to be able to get their product in front of our customers.
Nice. That's so cool. One-stop shop, y'all. One-stop shop. There's no reason whether you want to market yourself in something or yourself or just be fly, just be fly, period. Make sure y'all go check her out. All right. So before we keep going, let's go to another Adrian Marcel song. This is called Nowhere. I like his R&B style.
Expletive. I mean, you would shoot a nigga on the right, right? You should have. I would shoot his wife. I would shoot him. Listen. Wait, just. That's a tape. For the right amount of money, though. They might just have to do it, though. But this was
My name is Erica, and I will be taking care of you guys. Can I start with your drink?
Can I get a Black Superman?
Black Superman.
We'll do a double shot of Hennessy.
Double shot.
Double boozy.
And for you, sir?
Baby, let me,
That's cool.
Can I get you a drink?
can I get a sample? I mean, a shot.
Got it. Come right up.
You can't hold your shit together. Now you gonna take it. Now you gonna take it. No, he was gonna take it. Right. This every time.
whatever. I got all the answers. I know you got options, but when you gon' let me take you there? No woman can compare to you, girl. I gotta take you home with me in mind. I just wanna play all night, making love till the sunrise. Girl, if you don't mind, let me be the one to change your life. Give me a hand, we'll go wherever you like. Just keep it right here, baby. You ain't gotta go nowhere, nowhere. I can't lie, I want you bad, I'm feeling. Wanna lay you on my bed, ain't no more creeping. When I look into your eyes, it's no reason. Say fuck them other options, girl, I got just what you need. No woman can compare to you, girl. I gotta take you home with me tonight. I just wanna play all night, making love till the sunrise. Girl, if you don't mind, let me be the one to change your life. I'll do it, yeah. Give me a hand, we'll go wherever you like. You take my hand, just keep it right here, baby. You ain't gotta go nowhere, 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 no. Play all night, be the one to change your life. If you take my hand, if you don't mind, let me be the one to change your life. Give me a hand, we'll go wherever you like. Just keep it right here, baby. You ain't gotta go nowhere, nowhere. Let's just slow burn.
I'm pepper down my shit, nigga. Okay.
Girl, if you don't mind.
I like when people do real videos, you know, like I call them Michael Jackson videos, you know, because they're like stories and videos. Y'all should do that more. I like seeing videos, you know, especially on this show. You know, I don't like just playing audio. So if y'all got some videos, independent artists out there, send them to me, thatparttalkshow@gmail.com. So moving forward, you are a mother, you're a wife, you're a fashion designer, all off a dream. Like, what is some things that you want to talk about in that journey that, you know, can help somebody that's coming up in the fashion industry either avoid or take on a different way?
Honestly, I would say that some of the best advice is already out there. A lot of it's pretty cliche, but it's all like spot on. I would say there's two things that I've learned throughout my journey that I think could really help someone. And the first one is that if you're looking to start a business or shift careers or do anything in your life, if you wait until you feel like you're all the way ready, you may never actually start it. So as soon as it's on your heart to do something or pursue something, just do it, because you learn along the way. No matter how prepared you may feel, you're always going to learn something new along the way. And I'm really big on, I'd rather experience failure than regret. I don't ever want to look back and wonder what could have happened if I would have done this or would have done that. And there's always a lesson in failure. You always learn from, not making something happen. So that would be the biggest thing. And then I think the other thing too is for entrepreneurship, there's a lot of people kind of moving into that space, which I think is awesome. But I think it's important that people really manage their expectations when they become an entrepreneur. I think, when you work a 9 to 5, you're really motivated by that sense of security. You're getting that paycheck every X amount of days. But as an entrepreneur, that's not always the case, right? Oftentimes you're really just driven by passion, and you don't always see an immediate return, especially when you're just getting started. So it's really important that you have that expectation up front so that you don't get discouraged along the way. But my biggest thing is if you want to do something, do it. Just do it, and you'll figure it out along the way.
Right, just like Nike said, just do it. Just jump into it, you know? That's my philosophy too. People be like, well, what made you do it? I'm like, I don't know. Just did it. Yeah. Why not? Why not, you know? So that's dope. You know, y'all just do it. Just do it. If you have a dream about it, do it. You know, that's funny because I have very vivid dreams. And yeah, I say, you know, if that's usually your intuition or your subconscious telling you something, you know, so listen to that in some part. What are some struggles that you hit along the way that you didn't expect? Besides being 8 months pregnant, trying to open a whole store.
That was the struggle. I would say moving into a new space in a new city in a new market, we really had to learn our demographic all over again. Like we had one demographic when we were based out of LA, but coming to a place like Vegas where it's always thriving, there's so many different people in and out of town from all different walks of life. We've got an entirely new demographic that we actually didn't anticipate. So really just learning who our customers were was probably the biggest learning curve. And then I think we talked a little bit about it before we got started. The weather.
Oh, yeah.
Our California store had no seasons. So look, we got spaghetti straps all day, but we came out here to Vegas and people are walking in the, middle of November like, girl, it's too cold for this. So we really had to learn how to kind of move with the climate here, which was probably our biggest struggle, especially once it started to get cold. Like it was very different for us coming from a place like California where it's spring, summer all year round. So that was probably the biggest challenge, but we've embraced it. And, now that we're moving into almost coming up on a year, it'll be a year in July, actually. So now we're like, okay, we got this. We know our customer, we know our space, we know the market, we know the city, we know what's happening around the city. So we're confident like moving forward. It was just a little bit of a learning curve. Yeah,
Vegas is literally summer and winter.
It's extreme.
That's it. And you know what's funny? We're learning the same way you're learning. This is not normal. I've been here since 2015 and
really?
it literally has never been consistently the same.
Oh man.
I know one thing, June and July are consistently hot as.
Yeah, that you could bet on. Yeah.
And December might be windy cold, but other than that, there was no consistencies in Vegas. So, just make something for everything.
If you walk into Essennar today, I've got turtlenecks and swimsuits, okay? So.
Just for all year
We're
round.
ready.
You never know. And there's even pools out here open in the winter. So, you just have
crazy.
to. So how do you decide, I guess, how much you sell your stuff for? Mm-hmm. And where does that worth come from?
Mm-hmm. So for us, I'd say it's less about profit margin for us. It's more about focusing on what we want for our customers, which is affordability. So I look at it through my own lens. How much would I pay for something like this? How much would I pay for a dress of this quality? How much would I pay for a pair of shoes like this? So that's really what I base it on. And I really try to stick to making sure that, we have something in a price range for everyone. And if you look at some of the other stores in our space, right, we want to make sure that we're that happy medium. So, there's, some stores in there that are super on the high end, that are, just out of touch for some customers. And then you have some things that are just really price accessible for folks. And we want to just kind of maintain our space in the middle there.
Nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I gotta start ordering some stuff. And then on Instagram, you guys have like new stuff that comes out weekly, monthly?
So we get new stuff every week. Yeah.
Dang, y'all are on it every week.
Yeah, we got to keep it fresh. We've built a really big clientele in just a short amount of time that we've been open, and they're coming in every couple weeks like, what's new? So I'm keeping up with them.
Right. And you're still designing all this yourself?
Yes. Yeah,
girl.
So, yeah.
Carpal tunnel. I hope not. Because dang, are you guys really realizing that this is a family of 4 that's, really putting this together. That's a lot of work.
Yeah, so all the custom pieces, we're doing everything by hand. So we're really attached to every single jacket or every custom piece that goes out because a lot of time has gone into it. You know, we take a lot of pride in the work that we do. So
literally blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah, literally. If you could see how many little pricks are in my fingertips.
I can imagine. I grew up sewing too. My grandma, I'm in the same era, maybe the last era of the sewing, learning how to stitch and, you know, stuff like that. So I used to, I had a monkey that was my first doll that I used to make clothes for.
Really?
Yeah, he was like a little fluffy monkey. His name was Jody. Yeah, so I used to make clothes for him, stuff like that. So
how cute. Shout out to Jody.
Right? I took him everywhere, like all through high school and everything. I'm bad. I still like stuffed animals. So, you know, that your story is really inspiring for like people like me who want to get into the fashion or wanted to get into the fashion industry. But like I said, the standards and the exceptions and the you have to do this and you have to do that. And you know what I mean? Because I feel like it was like that at a point, you know what I mean? Where you couldn't be a fashion designer unless you went to school or unless you did this or unless you had this or unless you had that. Now you're like making it possible for anybody to be able to do it as long as you have, you know, the right vision, the right help, the right village, you know, and the right commitment to be able to do it against all the odds you faced, you know? So I think that's really cool because, you know, it inspires me to be like, wait, hey, maybe I could bring back my Jody clothing and do a little something, you know what I mean? My daughter's been into it, stuff like that. And I think those type of people like you who are, you know, breaking those boundaries and like, okay, breaking those standards of you have to go to school and you have to do all this to be able to do it. You're like, no, I just had a dream and I just got it done.
Yeah.
And the support.
I will tell you this. I've actually never, ever sketched anything in my life.
Are you serious?
So if that's what's holding you back.
Mind blown.
I've never sketched
Well, with all
anything.
the AI technology, right?
Yeah, no, I've actually, everything I've ever made has always been like I would make my own patterns. So if I wanted to make a dress, I'd just take a dress from my closet and trace it out.
That's exactly what I used to do.
I've never sketched anything before, so you could totally do it.
That's exactly what I used to do. I made my own homecoming dress, my own prom dress. I made all my own stuff. I used to take all my boyfriend's clothings and like that he didn't want and like cut it up to like jersey skirts and stuff like that back when the jersey stuff.
Look, we're gonna have to put you on the payroll.
I might have to go. Let's do a little Miss V line. You know what I mean? It'll just be my stuff, and then you know we just go from there. We're just collabing on there.
Yeah,
Don't worry about
it.
us.
Let's do it.
All right. So while we collab on that off camera, let's go into this next song, Mr. Dalvin the Great, one of my greatest friends. Inseparable. I love this song. It's one of his newer singles. And stay tuned because he's about to be dropping a lot more hits. So, Mr. Dalvin, Inseparable.
So you see my phone anywhere?
No. But I have your phone.
I know I just put it down, so I thought maybe you might have saw it. Okay.
Okay, well, you're always accusing me.
I just asked you a simple question.
And I don't have it.
You said that already.
But you're always accusing
I'm
me.
not accusing anything. I asked you a simple question.
The more I try to tell you exactly how I feel, I tell you that I love you. You tell me it's not real. Listen, there's something on my mind I can't figure out this time. It seems no matter what I do is not good enough for you. Sweetie, we've been through the storms, baby, and somehow we hung on. Yes, we did. But right now, I gotta know, is it me or is it the door, baby? We were supposed to be inseparable, my sweet little lady. Where did you go, baby? But the more I try to tell you, the more I feel. Exactly how I feel. I tell you that I love you, baby. That I love you. Keep on telling me it's not real. You tell me it's not real. I said the more I try to tell you exactly how I feel. How I feel. I tell you that I love you. And you keep on telling me. You tell me it's not real. It's been a while since I've seen you. I'm starting to feel like I should. I've been driving by our old hangout, and it doesn't feel real good. But I know the best thing for both of us, baby, is to keep on going like we are, yeah. Cause they tell me if you love something and let it go from you, it won't go too far, baby. We were supposed to be. All I ever wanted. Lady. You, the more I try to tell you. Can you hear me, girl? Exactly how I feel. I said I keep on loving you. I tell you that I love you. You know I love you, baby. You tell me it's not real. For real. The more I try to tell you, baby, exactly how I feel. Nobody make me feel the way you do. I tell you that I love you. But to keep on running, you tell me it's not real. But all we do is fuss and fight. I don't wanna fight no more. I need more of my life. Yes, I do, baby. See, everything I do for you, it's not good enough. But when time fits up, who can I turn to, baby? We were meant to be, always and forever. Whoa, baby, yeah. But baby, we were supposed to be. You were meant for me. I said I love you, baby. I said I love you, and I don't wanna see you crying. Without you, there's no me. I'm blind, I can't see, baby. Ooh, I say she's out of my life, yeah.
Hey, shout out to Mr. Dalvin, man. I think they just released their new tour, Jodeci. So make sure y'all go check that out. Jodeci is hosting the tour. And then I believe Dalvin's gonna be coming out with some more music soon. So make sure y'all stay up with him. So, Miss Salena, what do you want people to know about you personally? Since nobody knows about you, you're Miss Mystery. First public appearance
Ever.
right? What do you want people to know about you, you know? And then 2, what do you want people to know about Essennar? What's the legacy you want Essennar to exceed through the times?
No, I think I just really would want people to know, that I have so much gratitude for everyone that's supported us along the way. that supported Essennar, that supported me and my visions, even if they were like, girl, you're crazy in the back of your mind, their minds. Like I said, I have a really strong village and a really strong support system. So I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for everyone that's ever walked through the doors of my business, patronized my store. And I just wanted them to know like the impact that their support has on me and my business. Like that's what keeps us afloat. So thank you for everyone out there. And the legacy of Essennar, I just wanted to be like, I want people to look back and be like, I got to experience that when I was in Vegas. Not like I got to go to Essennar, I got to shop with them. You can do that anywhere. I want people to feel like I got to experience Essennar because that's something totally different. Like I want you to walk away feeling like you just left an event with your friend. That's really like the vibe that we want people to, and the experience that we want people to have in our stores. So.
And what is a bucket list or the ultimate goals for Essennar?
Multiple locations across the U.S. and potentially international.
Hey, potentially, girl. Yeah. Say it. Claim it. Go have that dream.
Right. That and it's funny. Everyone laughs at me when I say this, but I want Essennar to be in a rap song. So you have these rappers like, my girl's got to keep her stomach tight because she models for Fashion Nova. I want Essennar to be in a rap song. So all you independent artists out there, when you're writing your lyrics, feel free to, drop Essennar in there.
The Essennar Boutique.
Yeah, so the ladies can be in the club like Essennar.
Hey, there you go. So call to any independent artists out there that want to just create a whole song called Essennar. You know what I mean?
We'll take it.
Do it for the culture, do it for some marketing, help her out, tell her story. Man, that's awesome. So I'm so glad I got to meet you.
Yeah, likewise.
And, I met you, but I just was just like, you're dope, awesome, let's get a connect. I gotta go.
and you're dope too. I think what you're doing here is really awesome. Just creating a platform for people to come and tell their story because everybody has one, but especially in the space of artistry because, people, their work is at the forefront and they're kind of behind it. So I think it's great for people to come and people can kind of get that human interaction with the artist. I've never really considered myself an artist. I just recently have started to embrace that I'm an artist. But I think that what you're doing here is really incredible. So
thank you. Shout out to Quan. Shout out to Vegas Hype. Shout out to Gorilla Cross for making it happen, because honestly, I don't think I would have done it on my own unless, I came into this. So shout out to everybody who's helped me on it too. And
the village.
Yeah, my little village too, but also, that is the point of the show, you know what I mean? To give people that, that human, that people, whoever's behind the brand is a human being, that has a soul, that has a story. And I'm glad that you were able to come on. I'm glad in person, your first interview. Yeah. Hopefully the first of so many more, make sure y'all, hit her up. Go hit up the store. Where can they find it? Where can they, all the social medias, give the websites, everything, give it all out so we can show this jacket.
Yeah,
I'm so excited.
Yeah. So you guys can find us in the Fashion Show Mall. We're on the third level right between Nordstrom and Macy's. We're also online at SNRBoutique.com. And you can also follow us on Instagram at Essennar Boutique.
Yay! So go ahead and introduce it. I'm so excited. It's like Christmas.
So we have a custom piece that we've created for that we're very, very excited to present to you.
I'm excited.
I
am
actually going to let you do the honors of unboxing this.
Cool. First unboxing, first live.
Yeah, we got a lot of firsts here.
Right? Just virgin to everything. Dun, 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 dun. I'm so excited to open it though. You got to see the details.
It's all about the details.
It's all about the Essennar details. I'm gonna wear this every day of my life. I hope you know. I'm gonna have 5 photo shoots. Every time you see me DJing, I'm gonna be wearing this. Hey, DJ Miss V.
Hey.
Okay. And there we go. Ooh, my diamond. My diamond. That's my baby, who will actually be here next week. She's my next guest on my show for her birthday.
Aww.
My music notes. Aww. Thank you so much.
Yes.
I love the chains. And I can still show my abs. you know.
Yeah,
so
we wanted to make sure you could get your abs.
I'm gonna put this on so you guys can see. In the meantime, you know, just don't look that way. Just kidding. But in the meantime, you know, thank you guys so much for coming again. Thank you so much. Make sure y'all go to her shop, go to her website, get you one of these, because you don't want to let her get too big and too famous, and then these things are like $1 million, okay? So get one while you can afford it, because they're going to be in demand. If they're not already. Hold on. I got to put it on, sorry.
Yes.
Ooh, I like the fit too. I like it.
Hey. Check out those abs.
Hey, you know, catch me in the gym if y'all need that. I do train, so y'all hit me up if y'all want to train. Get the body right for the summer.
Good to know.
Thank you so much, girl. You're amazing. You're awesome. Keep being, amazing woman, amazing mother, amazing wife, and a pioneer for females. You know what I mean? For women, for anybody who wants to be in the fashion industry. So thank you so much. Keep doing what you're doing. You know, don't stop. It's going to be so big. I'm so glad I know you. I could be like, I know her. She was on my show. She did her first interview with me on That Part Talk Show.
It's going down in history.
Yes. So we're making history right here. Thank you so much. We're going to end with Dalvin, last song, Love You Down. Once again, go check her out. Go to her store. Get you a jacket. Because, you know, you're not cool unless you get one of these jackets now, okay? So all the rappers out there, make a song. And until next time, 420, my daughter will be here. I'm so excited for her birthday. So see y'all. DJ Miss B right here next Thursday. Peace. I got to go walk. Got to go do my model walk now.
I gotta go.
No, why?
I'm late. I was supposed to do that work an hour ago.
You don't have to leave.
I gotta call me later. I gotta go.
You can I'm already longer.
I gotta go, man. I gotta go. I see you later. I'll see you later. I'll call me later. I'll call you later. I'll call you later.
No.
Hit me later.
Thank you. No.
Hey, I've been thinking about you lately and I just can't seem to get you out of my head, and it's driving me insane. I need you, I've got to see you, I miss you, I want you, so I'ma need you to call me back ASAP.
Let me love you down, love you down. You can do it quite like me. Let me love you down, love you down. You got everything I need. Girl, just get on top of it. Let me get you hot and cook it like a recipe. Let me love you down, love you down. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. We know exactly why you're calling. I know you need some good loving, 'cause you said your man keep bugging. You missed the way I kiss on your thighs. Say you want me deep inside. Girl, that's why you stay on my line. I know what's on your mind. With your secret sauce, you like chocolate covered caramel, yeah, just to top it off. Ooh, there ain't nobody who compares to me, nobody. You already know how I get down. That's why you keep coming around.
sir. Excuse me. Sir, you have to go. We're closed.
We gotta go.
Yes, it's 2 a.m. We're closed.
Come on, babe. What? Where the hell? Where my lady at?
Everyone's gone. I'm sorry. You have to leave.
So you gonna make me leave by myself? You ain't seen my lady around here?
No, I haven't seen anyone. Everyone's gone.